Hi, good day. This is Mr. Morales. I'm going to show you how to enter in your data from a table into the calculator to make a graph and find your correlation coefficient. So I'm going to take the example that we had from our assignment, or from our notes actually, and we have Samuel who's in a soccer club and they're selling boxes of candy. So here we have data, number of years sold, and number of boxes sold. When we're graphing, remember that time is always the independent variable, the x. So if that's x, this is y. In your calculator, after you turned it on, go ahead and go to New Document. When you do that, you might have something on your screen. If that's the case, go ahead and hit the red X up here, and then it's going to give you this option. Do you want to save it? And always click No. So let's go ahead and close this out and press Enter. Now, what you want to do is you want to go to List and Spreadsheets, option number 4 here on this menu. All right, so now our first column is going to be our X column, which will be all the years the kids have been in the club. And I'm going to enter the data of all the years the kids have been in the club going down in this column. So year 1 would be 4, 3, 6, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2. If you're wondering why I'm going so fast downwards I'm not pressing the down arrow, if you just press enter after each number you put in the field, then it'll go right down to the next box. In our B column, we have to title this, and since it's algebra, and since column A was X, column B will be Y. So now we enter all the number of boxes sold in the exact same order as before. So it's going to be 23, 18, 30, 26, 22, 20, 20, 20, 15, 19, 23, 26, 22, and 18. And luckily I didn't make a mistake. It looks like I have all my data there, 14 and 14 points. Now, in order to get the correlation coefficient, here's what you do. You're going to go ahead and press your menu button. When you do that, it's going to give you a couple of options. Press the fourth one, which is statistics, and then you want to go ahead and go to stat calculations. What you want to do is pick linear regression, the number 3, the first one that pops up, the mx plus b that we're all used to. When you press that, it's going to ask you, okay, so what do you want to use from your x list? Well, you can have many things, but let's go ahead and use our X column, so our first option that pops up there. Then in our second field down here, it wants to know what our second option is going to be. It's going to be Y. Leave everything else as is, and now I'll go ahead and go down here to OK. So when I press OK, it's going to say over here on the side, it says linear regression. Well, I'm not on the top of my page, so let me move up. So I'll go ahead and up arrow. And now I have a bunch of data over here. It gives me the slope, the y-intercept, and then right here it gives me r squared, but here's what I want most specifically is the r, the correlation coefficient. So the correlation coefficient is this number, 0.69. 0.69 is positive, so that means I have positive correlation. It's bigger than 50% or 0.50, so I would say it means strong positive correlation. Now let's go ahead and graph your points, and you want to make sure you know what your graph looks like if you did the right graph. So I'll show you how to check that now. Go ahead and click the On button, and what we want to do is we want to go to New Document. Do you want to save the unsaved document? Yes. Actually, let me go back really quick. Let me cancel that out because that's not what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and just go down here to the bottom menu and go to Data and Stats. And then now I have all these random points. Well, what variable goes on the bottom? We got to the calculator. And my menu might look different than yours, but it should look like this mostly. You want the x's down there. So you want x on the bottom. All my points fall flat on top of each other. On the left-hand side, make sure you go ahead and select this to be your y. So I'll go ahead and just down arrow to the y selection. And when you graph your points in your paper, you should get a graph that looks like that. But it doesn't end there too. You can also make the residual, you can make the best fit line. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that now. You're going to press Menu, and then you're going to go ahead and go to, I believe it's going to be Analyze. No, my bad, excuse me. Yeah, exact. It was Analyze. And then number 6, Regression, because we're making what's called a regression line. It's going to ask you what kind you want. Let's go ahead and take the first one, the linear. Press Enter. And there we go. So that is the best fit line. That would go through all the points as evenly as possible for the way this graph is spread out. Feel free to watch this video again to help you learn how to do this better. Have a good day and good luck.